So you'll see here all the tracks that are in blue. These are parallel drum effects. Some of them are reverbs at the bottom, the Valhalla, which actually I'm using the Ocean Way in this case, and the AMS RMX are reverbs. But the rest, I've got a Studer that I'll run the drums through. I've got the Eventide Omnipressor, which is a great compressor for really getting in and doing some nasty compression. Really hitting it hard and blending that back in. And then I've got what I call the kick snare bus, which is the UA 610 that I sometimes use, sometimes I don't use, but it'll feed a DBX 160, and that's just a mono kick snare parallel compression. And then I've got a stereo compression. Normally I go all buttons on this and slam it, but because of all of the bleed, that just lifts out like all the guitars and the bass. So I opted to just go 8-to-1. Going down, and sometimes you'll see it's followed, like I've got an SSL channel strip that I'll just do a little bit of a filtering usually. And then I've got, this is an interesting one, the Wolf Comp. You know the band Wolfpack? They have like a series of plugins. This does really funky, amazing, I'll demonstrate in a sec, but it's, yeah, it's fun. On this particular mix, I probably won't use it, but it's there in my template. And then I've got the AMS RMX and what I call the Valhalla, but in this case I'm using the UAD Ocean Way. You'll see when I play you the whole song together, the drums are fairly dry because they didn't have the benefit of being in a big room with room mics. So all we really have are close mics and two really close overheads. And the drums aren't bleeding a ton on some of the other mics. So I had to sort of recreate a little bit of space on the drums because there's so much depth to the other instruments that are bleeding onto the drum mics that the drums just felt kind of dry. So I'm using the Ocean Way, and it looks like it's Ocean Way Studio B. And then you can just sort of control the distance of the mics to the kit, which mics you're using. It's great. Great tool for creating space and a sense of depth. So this is the drums. That's the drums without my parallel buses. Let me start adding them in.